Welcome to Saturday morning food prep. We are going to be starting cooking today. I'm going to show you what Friday food prep looks like next week. Liam is asleep. I'm going to do some cooking. I've already cleaned everything. So step one in food prep is to start with a clean kitchen minus his tray. So I can't like start cooking and bringing out all this food from the fridge when there's still stuff on the counter, because then it gets really clustered and I get confused on what I'm doing, and then I burn stuff, and that's just the way it goes for me. So I clean everything out, start the dishwasher, get my breakfast, get my coffee, and make sure that I have like a nice clean palette for me to bring out all my stuff out onto. That way I'm not confused or lose anything or burn anything. You'll find out that I burn just about everything that I cook. So I'm gonna start with our egg bites, and I like to start with egg bites because it's easy, it's simple, I don't really have to think about it. It kind of gets me warmed up to cooking process, and if I just stop here and just do egg bites for the week, then at least my breakfasts are taken care of and I can handle the rest later. So let's start with those. This is all you need to do egg bites. I do them with just eggs and bacon because I like them simple, I like them delicious, and I don't want them to take a ton of time. So I do them in an Instant Pot. If you don't have one, get one. If you have the means to splurge on something like this, it makes a world of difference. I can do these in 8 minutes. I don't have to think about them, I don't have to watch them. They're not gonna burn. I can walk away and tend to our child or answer the door and nothing's gonna happen to them. So if you have the means, get one. I'm like out of breath. Okay. Silicone egg molds. Got these on Amazon for a set of 2. They come with this top, so you don't even have to take them out and store them in another container once they're done. Just pop the top on and put them in the fridge. You press the bottom and they'll pop up. They look just like, okay, that's a lie. They don't look like Starbucks egg bites, but they taste like Starbucks egg bites. They just look a little different. Fully cooked bacon from Trader Joe's. I dice this up and put it in egg mixture. A dozen eggs, bacon, put them in the bowl, whip them up, divvy them into the little egg molds, and then put them in here for 8 minutes a piece, and then they depressurize. So, I mean, technically it's like 16 minutes, but at least I don't have to watch them. So that's what we're gonna be doing now. There you go, that was like a minute, and I have chopped delicious bacon. I pour it in a measuring cup like this because it's just easier to get it in the molds with less mess. So as you can see, I filled 1 mold, but this one's only like half full. So a full dozen eggs and I would say like 10 pieces of bacon don't fill both molds. If I do vegetables, I'll definitely take up both full trays with a dozen eggs. All right, I'm gonna do our salads next just because they're really easy to do. And again, my brain is not fully functioning on an early Saturday morning. So that will be task number 2. My eggs are ready. And remember, if I stopped here and didn't do anything else besides my eggs, I'm still winning. I've still done some food prep. I have good food in the house for when I need it. I've already done the shopping, and I already have breakfast ready for the week. So again, even if something came up and I couldn't do any more or I didn't want to, I'm still nailing it. So these are the things that we're going to be using for the salad. Arugula holds up really well, so even if I make salads ahead of time, they don't get like yucky and gross and slimy. I happen to have a random pepper and some leftover tomatoes, so those are going in. And then because nobody likes to chop up pomegranates, we get them prepared. And then we have, where is it? Goat cheese. So I only prepare 4 salads at a time, mainly because I'm really picky with vegetables, and if they are like slightly gross and or old in any way, I will eat them. So 4 salads seems to be the magic number of still semi-fresh by the time I get to it. So it will last us 2 to 3 days depending on when and how many salads we eat. So arugula holds up the best long term, and it's delicious. If you've never smelled a bag of arugula, it's heavenly. I know I can get like mitts to take this out, but I like to burn the crap out of my hands every time I do this. Ready? Next up, we have shepherd's pie. And if you know me at all, you know that I am a lazy cook and I like to use one pot for everything. I don't want to clean multiple things. So hence why the Instapot is my best friend. So large pan, I'm going to cook everything in here, and then I'm also going to just stick it right in the oven so I don't even have to use multiple things. So a little bit of pork, a little bit of ground beef, frozen vegetables of any kind. This is a green vegetable foursome from Trader Joe's, a little beef stock, and then potatoes that we made last night for dinner. We're going to use them for this meal today. So let's work. Now, I'm going to get this together before this one starts to lose his mind and demand my attention. So let's see how far I can get. We're learning to stand, folks. Good job. Yay! Liam, clap, clap. Yay! Tri-tip going in, onions, bay leaf, these seasonings, 15 minutes, done. Hopefully you found that helpful, and remember, if you're just dicing up fruits and vegetables for your kids or just doing grocery shopping and that's all you do for food prep for the week, you're already winning because that's setting you up for success later in the week. You don't need to make a big deal of it. The small things are going to help you along the way.